Welcome on this episode. An armed man waiting for officers smokes meth in a police lobby. Also, a woman charged with attacking people with a bat on the north side of Chicago. That starts right now on Chris Talk. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Turn that down, baby. Thank you. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Chris Talks. I am your host with the most, Chris. What is up, Ed? How you doing? Good. That's good to hear. What was this story about again? Can you pull that up on the big screen? I want to hear what this one was about again. An armed man. What? Pull it up. All right, thank you. An armed man. Yeah, thank you. That's kind of loud. That was kind of loud in my ears. Yeah, I was about to tell you to lower that, bro. Okay. An armed man waiting for officers smoke meth in the police lobby. Where did this happen? California. What the heck? This dude is sitting there smoking some meth in the police lobby, waiting to be arrested, I guess. And he was armed. This is some bugged out ish, Ed. Yo, you bring some bugged out stories. Yeah, let's get right into this one. Do you have this story? Please pull it up. Okay, let's get right into this. Let's get right into this story. All right, let's let our AI good gal give us help. All right, hit that button. Hey, play it.
An armed man who asked to speak to an officer smoked methamphetamine while he waited in a Vallejo police station lobby. California cops said the man had a fixed blade knife and firearm, which turned out to be a replica, tucked into his waistband during the May 3rd incident. Vallejo police said in a news release. This was a harrowing moment because multiple people were waiting for service in our lobby and now they were face to face with an armed man. Police said an officer ordered the man to lie on the ground. Police said, "No," he replied, prompting the officer to tackle him. The release said, officers arrested the man and took him to jail. Police said, Vallejo is a city of roughly 125,000 people about 60 miles southwest of Sacramento.
Wow, this dude walked in. What type of idiot? Well, a high idiot, apparently, that you gotta be to walk in the police station armed with a gun and then pull out a meth pipe waiting for the police officers to arrest you. And this is a really, really crazy story. That made criminals... Listen to this. This could be the dumbest decision. Just don't do nothing like this. This was real dumb. What this guy did, he was very, very dumb. Extremely dumb. Extremely dumb. This is why drugs are bad, people. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. When you get a job, don't do drugs. Because you will do some stupid ish. Like this guy just did. Who in the hell? Oh my goodness. I would just laugh at him. Like, yeah, that was good. I would just laugh at him. Because that is the dumbest, one of the dumbest crimes I've ever heard of. Somebody committing. Like, really. Walk in there with the meth. Because, you got to smoke meth. You got to pull out a pipe and all this crap. So, this is what this ninja's doing up in here. And I bet you he ain't got no melon. He ain't got no melanin in him. None. Because only people who ain't got no melanin, who really ain't got no melanin, will do something this dumb. I'm sorry. Only somebody with no melanin will do something this dumb. Because it don't make sense for somebody with melanin to do this. Somebody with melanin to do this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Oh my God. That was the stupidest. Whew. Anyway. All right. Let's just pay these bills. All right. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, all our links are right there on your screen. Also, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. We do appreciate all of our subscribers and our new subscribers. Welcome to the page. We want to thank you for subscribing. And to everybody, we want to thank y'all for continuing to listen to us. All right, the bills are paid. Ed, let's get into this second story, which is about some crazy lady charged with attacking like other people with a bat on the north side of Chicago. Like, what? You can't. That's Chi-Town. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You heard Bernie Mac. This is Chi-Town. Hey, why would you want to attack somebody with a bat? And ain't it still cold out there? I hear they summers are cold, so I don't know. I ain't never traveled to Chicago, so I don't know. I have no idea. But Ed, you got that story. All right. Can you pull this up? Pull up the story. Put it on the big screen. I want to see what this lady look like. Cause she must have some melanin in her. Maybe. I don't know. Let's hear the story. All right. I think she got some melanin in her. All right. I don't know. Let's hear the story. All right. Let's give it up to our AI girl. Let's give him hell. Play that story from you, Ed.
A Chicago woman is facing multiple charges after approaching and hitting other women, often with a bat. On the city's northwest side, Denise Solorzano, 26, was arrested on Wednesday in the 2700 block of West Foster Avenue around 1:45 a.m. Her bond was set at $800,000 Thursday afternoon. Solorzano was identified as the suspect who attacked 10 women between Sunday and Tuesday in the Albany Park and Irving Park areas. One of the attacks was caught on video involving a woman pushing a stroller. The ages of the victims in the series of attacks range from 19 to 33. The first attack happened at 2:59 p.m. Sunday in the 4200 block of North Richmond Street. Police said the attacker pulled up in a white car and attacked a 33-year-old woman before fleeing. In a proffer, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office claimed Solorzano started yelling at the woman about beating her ass when she pulled up in the car. Solorzano then got out of the car and punched the woman in the head and face 4 times. Prosecutors said the victim fell to the ground, and Solorzano kneed her in the side, and then grabbed her by the hair and dragged her down the street. Prosecutors said Solorzano then got back in the car and drove off, while the victim was driven to the hospital by her husband. Prosecutors said the victim had swelling to her left knee, pain and tenderness to her head, cuts to her forehead and lips, and an abrasion to her ankle. Prosecutors said 2 more women were struck Sunday at 3:46 p.m. in the 4000 block of West Lawrence Avenue. The 2 women, ages 19 and 31, were near the sidewalk when the woman pulled up in the white car. Prosecutors said Solorzano ran up to one of the women and said, "What would you do if I punched you?" The woman walked away. But Solorzano grabbed her by the hair, pulled her, and punched her 3 times before shoving her to the ground. Prosecutors said the victim hit her hip, elbow, and head on the ground and briefly lost vision and other senses. Prosecutors said Solorzano then stood over the woman and punched in the head some more, when the second woman came up to try to help. Prosecutors said Solorzano then turned and punched the second woman in the face. Prosecutors said she then grabbed the second woman by the hair and pulled her to the ground, ripping out a chunk of her hair. Prosecutors said Solorzano tried to punch the second woman in the face again, but the woman blocked the punch. Prosecutors said Solorzano then grabbed the woman by the hair again and tried slamming her head into the sidewalk 3 or 4 times. Prosecutors said the woman was screaming, and someone ran to help. Prosecutors said, meanwhile, Solorzano heard police sirens, so she got in the car and drove away. Prosecutors said an officer had seen Solorzano slam the woman's head to the ground and drive off. Prosecutors said the officer tried to pull over Solorzano, but Solorzano did not stop, and she ran at least one stop sign. Prosecutors said the officers did not chase Solorzano, but did take down the vehicle registration for her white sedan. Prosecutors said the first woman Solorzano attacked on Lawrence Avenue suffered bruising to her leg, hip, head, elbow, and forehead, and had a headache. Prosecutors said the second woman had a bruised, swollen eye and nose, pain in her head, and bruising to the left side of her body. Solorzano struck again at 11:27 a.m. Tuesday in the 4500 block of North Mozart Street. Prosecutors said she pulled up in the white car next to two women, one of whom had a 6-month-old baby in a stroller with her. Prosecutors said Solorzano then said to the two women, "What would you do if I beat you with this bat?" Prosecutors said she then got out of the car with a baseball bat in her hand and swung it at the woman with the stroller, striking her in the hand and causing her to drop her coffee. Prosecutors said Solorzano hit the woman 5 to 7 times in the arms and hands as the woman tried to protect herself. Prosecutors said the woman with the stroller suffered bruising and swelling to both arms and severe bruising and swelling to her right thumb. Prosecutors said Solorzano then swung the bat at the second woman on Mozart Street, hitting her 5 or 6 times in the arms and hands and once in the leg. Prosecutors said a resident nearby came out and said she had called police, and Solorzano got back in the car and left. Prosecutors said when officers arrived, they were told that another victim had been walking her dog around noon Tuesday when she saw a white car pull up and move toward her. Prosecutors said the woman had to jump out of the way as the white car ran a red light. Prosecutors said the woman kept walking, only to find Solorzano out of the car with a bat in her hand at Cullum and Sacramento Avenues. Prosecutors said the woman tried to walk past Solorzano, but Solorzano blocked her path and said, "What would happen if I bashed you with this bat?" Prosecutors said the woman tried to pass by Solorzano again, but Solorzano again threatened to bash her with the bat. Prosecutors said Solorzano then hit the woman on the back and shoulder with the bat. Prosecutors said the victim tried to block the swings, but got hit again in the elbow and arm. Prosecutors said a bystander ran toward the victim to help, and Solorzano got back in her car and left. Prosecutors said the victim recognized the car from earlier when it ran the red light. Prosecutors said officers also learned about a woman walking at Belle Plaine and Sacramento Avenues when she was almost hit by the white car about 6 different times. Prosecutors said Solorzano kept reversing in her car and almost hitting the woman. Prosecutors said the woman was eventually able to cross the street when she ran into a second woman, who was walking her dog. Prosecutors said the first woman ran from Solorzano's car as Solorzano yelled at her about her ethnicity. Prosecutors said Solorzano then pulled her car up in the alley next to the two women, exited with the bat in hand, and threatened to beat them both with it. Prosecutors said Solorzano then ran at the second woman and hit her in the arm and the top of the head. Prosecutors said she suffered bruising and swelling to her arm, head, and forehead. Prosecutors said both the women ran for safety, and Solorzano got in her car and left again. Prosecutors said the women both noticed a pink crown bumper sticker on the white car. Police also mentioned another incident at 11:37 a.m. Tuesday in which a 45-year-old woman was with her young daughter in the 4100 block of North Campbell Avenue when the white car came up and Solorzano began chasing the woman with the bat. Police said Solorzano caught up to the woman and began hitting her with the bat. Police said the child was not injured. Prosecutors did not mention this incident in bond court. Police earlier said they were also investigating 5 other attacks. All the victims provided a description of the suspect, and 5 of 8 positively identified her in a photo array. Prosecutors said, meanwhile, pod camera video on Lawrence Avenue Tuesday showed a white Subaru with a pink crown bumper sticker that matched the description of the one the attacker had been driving. Prosecutors said officers ran the license plate on the white car, which came back to Solorzano's parents. Her parents told police it was hers. Prosecutors said police went to Solorzano's home and saw the car there. Prosecutors said Solorzano was taken into custody, and first taken to the hospital before being locked up. Prosecutors said on Wednesday the car was turned over to police by the family. The pink crown bumper sticker was gone, but its outline was still visible. Prosecutors said officers found a short black and yellow metal baseball bat in the car. Prosecutors said Solorzano is charged with 3 felony counts of aggravated battery in a public place. 4 felony counts of aggravated battery with use of a deadly weapon, and 1 felony count of aggravated assault. She had not been arrested before. A defense attorney said Solorzano is a lifelong area resident who lives at home with her parents, and has 1 child of her own. She is a high school graduate and took some classes at Wright College. Prosecutors said. The defense also said Solorzano has serious mental health issues. A health care order entered into court records Thursday indicates that she suffers from schizophrenia. The judge ruled that Solorzano presents a serious danger to the community, and set bond at $100,000 for each victim, or $800,000 altogether. The bond was needed to protect women and children in the community. Prosecutors said. Solorzano is due back in court on Wednesday of next week in Skokie.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that glitch in the middle, y'all. Sorry about that. This lady is, you bet she's something wrong with her. She running around attacking everybody. And if you listen to the story, like I said, I'm sorry about that glitch, but if you paid attention to that story, she was mostly attacking women with children. Mostly. And not for nothing, Ed, the prosecutors was saying a lot. The prosecutors, they were saying a whole lot. Yeah, because the prosecutor said a lot of ish. Shit, the prosecutor said a whole lot of ish, man. A whole lot of ish. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But let me get back into this. But yeah, this lady is psycho. She's hitting. It seemed like she was attacking so many women with babies, but only women with babies. Mostly, not only. Right? No, right? Pull it down. No, not only women with babies, but most of them was women with babies. And this is about 10 to 15 women that this lady attacked. This is crazy. There has to be something mentally wrong. And then they said she suffered from like schizophrenia, was it? Or something like that? I think it was schizophrenia, right? Yeah, but something has to be mentally wrong with this woman. For her to just be running up on people and just at randomly attacking these people. Something has to be seriously wrong with this woman. Really. 'Cause this is why we need, this is why, in my opinion, and yeah, before I give my full opinion, let's thank CBS Chicago. Thank you so much for that report. Thank you. This is why we need to invest into the mental of the people in America. I say that because since the COVID joint, a lot of people have been affected by that. A lot of people. And it has affected their mental more than anything. More than anything is their mental that is being affected. Okay? And this is something that we as Americans need to definitely address. People, I hear a lot of people, oh, this is time of Armageddon, and no. Maybe not. Okay? But to me, this is a time of America, wake the hell up and start taking care of some of these people with these mental issues. Stop letting people into the country and start dealing with the people that you have in this country. Start dealing with their mental issues. This is what I would tell any person that is in Congress or Senate or anybody that was in government. That's what I would say. Let's start dealing with the mental issues of the people in this country. Because COVID, whether you, to each his own, but in my opinion, COVID, the lockdown of COVID affected everybody in some way. Everybody just dealt with it in a different way. Some people are still dealing with it. And those are the people that we really need to focus on. Because a lot of these mass shootings and stuff like that, I mean, you look up the stats yourself before COVID, a lot of this didn't happen. So we need to focus on the mental of these people and try to get them back to normal. Try to get them back to normal, or at least living in society, people. I mean, come on. This is just too much. All right. And that's my opinion and my final thought on that situation. Nothing else, Ed? All right. All right. Let's get out of here. All right, everybody. Y'all know what's up. The links and everything is right there on your screen. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, check those out. Check out our Facebook page where we do put up posts of inspirational things to help you throughout your day. If you're dealing with anything and stuff like that, we do try our best to post those up. And also, this show will be posted on Facebook and YouTube, so you can check us out on those platforms. Yeah, nothing else? Okay, good, cool. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm so hungry. Oh my God. I am dying right now. Yo, they have these. I want a Wendy's burger. The triple stack. Best burger in the world. Everybody, I don't know if y'all like them. I love a Wendy's triple stack. If you ain't ever try it, try it. It's good. It is effing delicious. All right. Ah, man, I'm getting hungry. Let's get out of here. All right. All right, everybody. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, peace.